Mark. I'm the educator of the loan signing system. So glad you're here. It's a simple Q&A. Got nothing planned. I don't got a sales pitch. I jump on every Wednesday to answer people's questions that they may be curious about the notary public industry, the signing agent industry, whatever. I will answer it.
Talk to me. Good to meet you.
You too, bro. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me today.
I wasn't expecting to be on camera.
Most people think this is going to be pre-recorded. I'm like, nope, it is me live. What's up, dude? Anyone have any questions? I want to be a resource for you and help you make the decision whether this is the right industry to be a part of.
How realistic is what to expect when you just start signing up?
Good question, man. People always ask me, Mark, how quick can I make money? I hate that question. That's like asking a physical trainer, how quick can you make me lose weight, right? And because there's so much variables that go into that sentence. This is not a get rich quick scheme, and I will not tell anybody it is. And nor is losing weight, right? You're going to go to a physical trainer like, hey, how quick can you make me lose weight? What's the physical trainer going to say, Jimmy? What's your diet look like? Are you going to the gym 3, 4, 5, 6 days a week, right? And so I'm going to ask you the same thing. Mark, how realistic is it to get business? Well, are you calling all the signing services up? Are you just signing up for the databases? Are you taking the NNA certification like I told you to do? My system only works if you work the system. Period.
With your program, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified because what is the catch? Like, this is too easy. What is the catch? Like,
well, the catch is this. This is a real business like any other business in America. There are notaries, Dahlia, who are already doing title work where you live. I hope that is not lost on you. Like, if you become a hairstylist, there's obviously other hairstylists, right? If you wanted to become a physical trainer, there's obviously other physical trainers where you live, right? So this is no different. My job is to teach you how to slide in and replace the notaries where you currently live. But sometimes that's going to be easier than others. You're going to walk in some title companies or they're going to be like, hey, we already have notaries. I got to teach you how to overcome that objection. So it's not like signings fall from the sky. There is work that's involved, but I will teach you that. So how do you work your way into a title company? That's what I'm going to teach you.
I went ahead and went to NNA and got the bond and the E&O. I did the classes online, but how do I then start working? What platforms, that kind of stuff?
Yeah. I mean, look, the answer is very simple, Teresa. Once you become a notary, there is not a certification the entire industry recognizes like the Association of Realtors. So the moment you're a notary is the moment you're a signing agent. That's the point I'm trying to make. There are two sides of the business you need to learn. This is for everyone's knowledge. If you're going to be a signing agent, you have to learn the 5 signing appointments that you would most regularly see, and that is a purchase, a refinance, home equity line of credit, also known as a HELOC, a reverse mortgage, and a seller's package. That is when a home seller sells a home, docs need to be notarized. So if you don't know how to do a reverse mortgage, you're dead in the water, okay? So whether you learn from me, to learn how to do that on your own, you got to learn those 5 appointments. Because if you get a signing for a home equity line of credit and you've never seen one before, like, you're never going to get business again. That's the first thing you need to learn. That's the first side you need to learn. The second side is how to get business. Now, you asked that. There are multiple ways. One way is through something called a signing service. I own one of those. That's what makes me an expert. Is signing services act like a broker between the escrow company and the borrower. And the notary is found by the signing service. You get about 70 to 60% of the signing fee. So you're working for the middleman, but the good news, while you only get 60% of the fee, you don't do any marketing. You sign up for signing agent databases. So you can either get business through a signing service and earn 60% of the money. Average signing fee is $150. And then the next way to get business is skipping the signing service and going directly to realtors, lenders, escrow officers, yourself. And so you would directly market to a realtor and be like, hey, I'm Teresa. Here's why you should use me as a signing agent. Again, if you took a course like mine, that's not a big sales pitch. I would give you scripts. I would tell you how to market to realtors, which is different than marketing to a lender, which is different than marketing to an escrow officer, which is different about marketing to a title officer. Every one of those individuals needs a different pitch to make sure you're entering their conversation. I just gave you a very high level explanation. Hopefully that helps.
Yeah, that was great. So I don't have to have a certification then to be a loan signing agent. Once I've got my notary commission, I'm good.
That's a correct statement. In our business, there's a couple certifications I do recommend to make yourself more marketable. I do recommend the NNA certification. It comes with a background check. I do recommend my certification. Over 150 signing services do recognize it.
Perfect. And then I guess if I took your course, would that tell me also for like e-notary, like the remote online and how to get business?
Yes, I do cover remote online notarizations for the included cost. That is not a separate cost. So yes, I do cover both. I don't know if you've been on my YouTube channel, but I have interviews with some of the biggest names in remote online notarizations, notarized to be one of them, secured signing. So yes, the answer is yes, yes, and yes.
Okay, perfect.
You mentioned purchase, refi, HELOC, reverse, sellers, and all. That's all in your package?
Absolutely. And then frankly, they're all three of them. So even if you got the fundamental, it's in there too.
Okay, and also I know that some of the other side hustles besides the loan signings, like
That's right.
permit runners,
Yeah.
the field inspectors and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and other general notary work, is that included also in some of the?
All included, no extra cost.
Does your class also give you the training to take the state exams?
Yeah, good question. So I do not do the notary training.
Okay.
I do not. However, because I'm so popular, I have a lot of notary partners. And so don't do the homework. I'll do the homework for you. Just take my course. I'll tell you who I think you should take.
I was a former real estate agent 20 years ago.
Right.
So I don't really have a problem with meeting with people, developing rapport, stuff like that. Why do I feel so nervous about just doing the training and then going to my first appointment and just screwing up so bad?
Yeah. I mean, the answer is because it's new. That's the
Right.
answer, right? We always get
Right.
nervous. And I always tell my students is we've been taught too long that nerves are bad. For me, nerves is good. It means that you're doing something new. It means you're growing, right? But very normal feeling. You're going to be great, man.
Okay.
And I tell my students, it's really easy to overthink what we do. At the end of the day, we're watching someone sign their name 100 times. Let's not overthink that, right? Technically, our job is not to answer questions. The problem is if you don't know how to answer the questions, your 1 hour appointment takes 3 hours. You're no longer making $100 an hour. You're making,
Right. My understanding is not to try to answer questions about the loan package.
No, that's not true. A good signing, well, when I say good signing agent, a good signing agent, she will get through a signing in 45 minutes to 60. That's what a good signing agent, where the borrower also feels comfortable that they weren't rushed. That's when you get good. Anything quicker, you're going way too fast. Anything longer, you're just losing money. So anyways, my point, John, is if someone says, Mark, do I have a prepayment penalty? You should be able to flip to page 2 of the note and show them where they can read there's not a prepayment penalty. So we don't say, no, sir, there's not a prepayment penalty. We go, oh, well, why don't we look on page 2 of the note? And so my job is to teach you where the most commonly questioned answers are found.
Right.
Does that make sense? See, an uneducated notary goes, oh, we're not supposed to talk about the loan docs. Not true. If you're educated on where information's located, you can point to it to help them come to that conclusion. Oh, that's what my APR is. Oh, that's what my interest rate is. Does that make sense? And that's what I do in my course. There's about 20 most common questions: APR, interest rate, closing costs. So how do you point to that information so they can read it, but you're educated enough to know where it is? Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the only way you get through an appointment in 45 minutes is knowing where the most common answers exist. And there are some notaries who refuse, but they're just not realizing as long as you know where the answer is located, you can point to that.
What will be the best option for courses? For me,
Good question, brother. So 3 courses: fundamental, professional, 6-figure. Get the 6-figure. Not just because it's the most expensive, because it has everything that's in my brain ever to build a business. If you get a fundamental course, you're going to see like 20 videos blacked out and be like, oh, Mark, I want that video. I'm like, it's going to cost you more money now than if you would have bought it up front. You're going to get the professional course. You'll see like 10 videos blacked out. You're like, Mark, I want that video on how to get past the receptionist at a title office. It's going to cost you more money now than if you would have bought it up front. So there's nothing to sell you once you get the 6-figure course. That's my best course. There's no blacked out videos. It's every marketing script, every marketing tactic. I give you scripts specifically for realtors, specifically for lenders, specifically for escrow companies, specifically for signing services. So there's 4 different scripts, all my marketing materials, what to say at networking events, how to reach realtors on LinkedIn, like everything's covered. I tell students that like, look, I have the 3 pricing plans to help people afford it. But if you can get the 6-figure plan on the payment plan, 100% is what you should do, especially at the discount. So I'll be very honest with you, Jamie. There's a lot of information, but that's why you're spending $500. But take the test with the state. It's going to be about 30 days until you get that in the mail. But during those 30 empty days, you should be studying being a signing agent. So by the time the commission arrives, you're ready to rock.
Now with the hands-on, I would lively see someone doing a transaction.
Yes, 100%. So I do live mock trainings twice a month. Commercial, residential, seller package, home equity line of credits, all that's covered.
Do you talk about going into a LLC or getting licensing for all that stuff?
Girl, I got you covered. Yeah, but remember, you can do business as an LLC or as a sole prop. I bring in a business attorney to explain all that.
I'm living in California right now and intend to move to Utah. Will this
Good
transfer to
question.
Utah?
Yeah, good question. The skill set to make money as a notary is the same in every state. So whether you learn how to do nursing home closings or you learn how to be a loan signing agent, you learn how to do wedding officials, that's the same state to state. So what I teach is applied in Utah or California, Texas, doesn't matter. But when you move to Utah, you'll need to get a whole new commission. Commissions are the easiest part to get. It's the learning how to run a business that is the learning curve.
And the last thing is, once I'm actually in, where am I starting? Is it more reading material? Will it be videos?
So yeah, it's a good question. My course is pre-recorded materials and live training.
Wow. Okay. Whew, all right, I'm ready. Lord.
All right, well, use that discount code, girl. Welcome to the family.
Thank you so much. Hi, y'all. Everybody, let's make this money.
Let's go.